Hey guys, and welcome back to the Southampton Football Manager Series, episode 38 is it now? We are progressing with this one and we are heading towards next season. But before that, we're going to concentrate on this season. If you haven't seen the last episode, go watch it as I'm going to show you the table for this season, obviously. We're in 10th now, going up a little bit. We're only 5 points off the playoffs, but I'll show you how we got there. So we've played 3 games off screen as we usually do. We played Hull, MK Dons and Wigan. And it goes as expected, and you'll probably think, why is that? You lost a game. MK Dons were bottom of the league. It always happens on FM. Like, you miss one-on-ones, they never go in. You play bottom of the league, however good you're doing, you lose to them, and that's what we've done. But the first game we played was away at Hull, and we got a 3-1 win. Rafa Mir scoring 2, and Jason Sousa keeps on scoring since I brought him back in with this new formation, but Odubeko got one for Hull, and we left with a 3-1 win. Then we lost to MK Dons late on. Hiram Boateng scored a scuffle in the box, and Bobby Morell, a player I have a look at when I were at Sunderland. I do a lot of looking at players off screen. Scored in the last couple of minutes, but then we bounced back easily with a 3-1 against Wigan. We only scored an own goal in that one as well. Sousa scoring again with Rafa Mir, and Kilpatrick, a youth player, a 19-year-old I brought off the bench, scoring his first goal. And in today's episode, we've got 3 tasty games. We've got West Brom, who I beat 4-0 with these. I got beat 5-1 at Sunderland with my Sunderland team, so it's a very mixed bag when I play them. Then we've got Birmingham, chance for revenge when we lost to them in the 4th round of the FA Cup. This is 2nd in the league, and it's away again. But then we have Portman Road. We go to Portman Road to play Ipswich, who are 23rd, near the bottom, and you know what that means? It's going to be a struggle. And I don't think I've seen you much since, I can't remember. But we've got 2 signings that I think I haven't shown you. You might have seen this one already. Palaversa, Croatian, 22-year-old from Manchester City. Costs us, what were it, about 2 million. Got him on a good price. Can grow to 4-star on 3. A centre mid. And then we have another one on loan. This guy, Felix Correa, is a left winger who plays better on the right. So I'll put him on the right, and then Sousa on the left. Another Portuguese, 22 years old. Really good, 3.5 stars, can still grow from Manchester City, but on loan. And as for players going out, we have this guy first, Pervis Estupan, a player that did not get anywhere near his team when I was in charge. I think we got about 3 million for him, above his valuation, which is really good. Ecuadorian didn't play a game, and he's gone. This one was quite disappointing. A player that I had promising in Aaron Hickey, he's left to go to Bristol City. Thought he were a good player. He did not want to stay at the club. He thought he would have backup. I was playing him all the time. Nothing I could do to convince him, and he just left. And then good business, in my opinion. It's below his evaluation, but we got 6.6 million from Brentford for Herbie Kane, a player who was versatile, but I never really wanted to play him. We've got so many centre mids and a good right back in Kraft that he just had to go out the door. And here is the team that we are going to be playing the first game against West Brom. We've got Aaron Ramsdale in net, Kraft, Foyth, Cody, and Lowe at the back. Højbjerg comes back in with Grujic in the midfield. Correa, Slattery and Sousa through the cam rolls, and Rafa Mir is up front whilst Crotone is still injured. Oh, and that's not good. Now we've sold Herbie Kane. Oh, Emil Kraft's out for 4 to 5 months. That is just superb. Just moments before the game starts. I'm going to have to say, I'm going to be frustrated. You're out 4 to 5 months, and we haven't really got a replacement. This is what I'm going to have to do for the time being. Petrovic is going to have to come in. Our 18-year-old we signed from Belgrade. 2.5 stars is going to have to come in while Juan Foyth tries to play at right back. Not very convincing, unconvincing to be exact. Just got to trust him. 20 minutes in, and we've got a highlight. Bang on it. Good timing. And it's us with the ball. Throwing it in. Andrade, I think that's Correa. His name. Jason Sousa running to hit this. He's a bit tired as well. Shot gets blocked. That's a good ball through to Max Lowe though. Oh, and he had to really be scoring that one. He's put the ball back in the box, looking for Andrade at the back post, and Juan Foyth clears. Free kick for us right on the edge. It'd be beautiful if we could score this. Who is it? Callum Slattery. It hasn't contributed enough with goals, and I said that at the perfect time, didn't I? Callum Slattery gets his 2nd of the season with a free kick. Let's have a look at this. Kills it round the wall, top right-hand corner, just how I like it. They've got a free kick though now, just before half-time. Shashusa to whip it in. Cody gets it away. If Sousa could get there, it'd be good, but he doesn't. Jonathan Lecco, on the form of his life, running into the box, has a shot, and it's a bad one. And that's half-time, 1-0 up. Not convincing. It's only been a free kick. I'm going to say you're capable of even better. Leave the rest of it up to the assistant. I'm going to take Sousa off for Armstrong because he's looking a bit tired. Throw in for Piuslas. Gives it to Leko, who is wide. Dribbles in through Voif. Petrovic, it was actually, who got back and got it. Armstrong didn't get there for the second time. Mears closing Nathan Ferguson down, who's got it to Sergi Canos, who must have come from Brentford. He's drilling into the box. Done well. Puts it to the back post of Shashusha. And he's had a tap in. And we're level. Oh, that is gutting. Sergi Canos. He just jumped over low. Didn't even stick a foot out. Anyway, he didn't really have to jump over him. Canos put a ball into the back post. And Shashusha couldn't miss. They've got a throw in as well. Give it to Leko. He's going to put a ball in the box. 1-5 to clear. Andrade doesn't get to it first. It falls near Shashusha. I got a bit worried. And Andrade didn't really get it clear. And they're going to come forward with Ryan Ledston. Good player him. And they'll look over the top. Don't get it there. Petrovic with the clearance. Andrade hoofs it up to Rafamir. Hold that up. He's got around his man really well. And he's drilling his way into the box. If he can get past them two men. He got for the shot. And Johnson saved. Corner ball for Shusha. Whips in. Ryan Ledston was arriving. It's a good job we got there. And Romain Sawyers on the ball now. Need to get it off him. As they go into Nathan Ferguson, a good player in. Back to Robinson. Tried to look for Shusha. And that's a bad clearance from Foyth out of position. And they're going to come forward. Put a ball in. Easy for Ramsdale. Slattery gives it in the middle to Palaversa off the bench. Palaversa drives forward. And spreads it to Stuart Armstrong. Drilling into the box. Number 3 is standing off him. But Roberts does get back. And now Sergi Canos can put it down the line. Pumps it up to Jonathan Leko. Just needs to get past number 4 in Cody. But Cody stands strong. Big captain him. Replacing Vestergaard, who was already gone when I got it. He's gone to Bournemouth. The other coast rivals. But that's a good ball over to Rafa Mir. And Mir can be through. And he's hit the post. Can we do something from the corner? Whipped in from Slattery. Been good on set pieces. Goes to Rafa Mir. Straight to Johnson's hands. Team's looking extremely tired now as we go into the last couple of minutes in extra time. Looks like we're going to get a 1-1 draw with West Brom. And that is very surprising because it's usually we thrash them or they thrash us. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased. I thought we should have won that game. And here's the team that we're going with for the game against Birmingham. We travel to St Andrews to play Mark Warburton's men. And we have the same team. Ramsdale, Foyth, Petrovic, Cody and Low at the back with Gruich and Højbjerg. Correa, Slattery and Sousa all stay in despite being tired before the game. And Rafa Mir is up front, throwing for Birmingham early on. Dan Crowley gives it back to Earl. He whips the ball in. Connor Cody to head away. Højbjerg to clear, but it's only going to go as far as Dan Burn, who runs the show when we play Birmingham. Andrade, though, steals it off him. It was a bad ball up, and Rafa Mir's going to get there. Onside as well, because it touched Burn last. That's a poor shot. Ball to come in from Slattery. Can he find Mir at the back post? He was peeling off. Cleared by Colin, but Højbjerg has the ball now. Chance to whip it in. No, he's got 2 men on him. Connor Cody comes to help him, though. Throwing for them now into Billy Gilmore. Earl gets the ball back. Goes up to John Lundstrom. We can cut in there. Højbjerg just pass it. There we go. Rafa Mir. Beautiful strike from Rafa Mir. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg with the ball to him for his 17th of the season. It would be really good to get the win against these. A good playing side, but they didn't cover themselves in glory there. With that ball for Lundstrom, Højbjerg just lays it off and Mir smashes it. And if it stays like this, we are in 7th place, just 1 position outside of the playoffs. Colin on the ball. 20th minute, they're going to look for an instant reply. Juan Foyth gets it away. Andrade, why have you headed that on? There's no one to head it onto. You just needed to take the ball down. As they go to braid it, and then they're going to try and whip a ball in, but Foyth clears. Doesn't get the ball, though. Little scrap. As Earl gets the ball into Cuccio, and he should have scored. Ball in from Billy Gilmore. And is he going to find someone? He only finds Andrade, who clears it for us. He's always on the ball, but I don't see him do much good with it, if you get what I mean. As Collins got the ball. Going to look to get it back in field. And if we keep the pressure up like we are doing, I thought we were going to nip in there. Number 7, but Collins kept the ball. Gone outside to Cuccio. Dan Crowley gives it back to Cuccio. trying to go inside. Gives it to John Lundstrom, a really good player in real life at the moment. Now back to Dean. Dean turns out, gives it to Dan Burn. Dan Burn, they're going to switch it back. Over to Colin, but we can get in there, but only momentarily. As Kutcho's got the ball in the middle to Gilmore. Bit of lag. Out to Colin. Colin can whip a ball in here for someone in the middle. Puskas is there. And they should have scored again. Billy Gilmore gives it to Earl. Who gives it to Brady. Brady turns out. Goes around his man in the middle. Robbie Brady gives it to this Colin guy who's getting involved so much. As he's got a chance to whip it in. Lowe's made the tackle. Missed it. He's missed another tackle. And Puskas has missed an open net. And not for the second time he's missed a big chance. Oh, and Correa. Andrade is injured, which isn't good. Sousa is going to have to switch wings, and I'm going to have to put my faith in Armstrong. I think I'm going to pick Armstrong over Glatzel. Glatzel's played for these before, though, but he's going to have to wait. And that's half-time. We are 1-0 up, although we have been dominated on highlights. Still room for improvement. I'm not going to try and upset the team, because we're doing well, but they need to be better. Dean with a free kick in his own half at the bottom. Good ball up to Puskas as well. Connor Cody was not at the right side of his man. And Puskas, save from Ramsdale, who's playing really well this game. Time for Glatzel to play against his old club. Rafa Mir, after scoring, is going to get a bit of a rest. Throw in here for them. Into Undulu, who gives it to Ryan Woods. We've held on until the last 10 minutes, but Ryan Woods has scored for Birmingham. Oh, Colin. Of course he was involved. Undulu from Coventry, and it's just a wonder strike. A wonder strike that denies us 2 points. Going to go attacking for the last couple of minutes as Pavel Ursa makes his way onto the field. Can see the game ending though, unless we could get something very late on and keep these promotion places alive. But Ayiz has stole the ball off of Højbjerg, and this isn't good. They've got about 4-on-2 as he hits the post. We've ended up being very lucky to get a point. Foyth gives a throw into Slattery. Maybe we could get a last-minute chance here. Pavel Ursa whacks it forward to Glatzel against his former club. Not of real life, but in this one. But he's offside, and the game's probably going to end right there. Puskas gives it out to Earl, and that is full-time. 19 shots they had. We had 2 on target, and they had 10 altogether. I've got to say I'm not happy, because playing like that against Birmingham, fair play, they're second place, but we've got to be better in future. Here is the team for the final game of the episode against Ipswich. And off screen, I've got to tell you, we have Watford and Reading first and third away in a row. So I'll have to play them. But before that, we've got this game. We've got Ramsdale in net. Max Milne, a youth player, coming into the team. Don't know much about him, but I'm going to give him a shot. With Foyth back in centre-back and Cody, the partnership I needed with Lowe on the left. Højbjerg, Grujic, Sousa, Slattery and Armstrong are all the same after Andrade's injury. But Rafa Mir stays up front, hoping for his 18th goal. Throwing for us, Højbjerg gives it to Milne. Gives it back to Højbjerg. Rafa Mir at the front post, heads it just over. Got a corner though. Slattery to whip it in. Mir is free, but he's backed off. Vincent Young throws it into Ayoma and gets it back. Got to keep the pressure on them. Come on, boys, upfield as they put it to Morris. Cody come and collected, but it went to Brown. Now Lowe's got the ball back. Max Lowe gives it back to Aaron Ramsdale, who can switch play and go to this side with Juan Foyth. Foyth to Jason Sousa. Sousa comes in field a bit, looking for a man. He might go himself here, our number 7, and what was that? On the ball again, Slattery to whip it in. Rafa Mir, don't back away. I think he's gone too far forward, headed it over. Slattery with, you guessed it, another corner, but this time it's gone to Grujic, and he hasn't missed. Finally, we have our corner goal. Let's have a look at this. Callum Slattery whips it in. Grujic with the header. Alfie Whiteman left flapping, and he scores his 6th of the season. Callum Slattery with another set piece. Can he get an assist here as well? Connor Cody was arriving. It's fallen to Morris. And Leighton Stewart's going to get there first. None of his 3 defenders at the back moved. And now they have a 2-on-3, but we flood him back. We love to defend. Don't know why. We should be an attacking team. As they've got past us on the edge. Grujic ricocheted. Foyth manages to clear only as far as Ayoma though. And Vincent Young gets it on the right. He can whip a ball into the middle if anyone can get on the end of it. Leighton Stewart keeps it in. Gives it to Brown, who gives it to Morris, and we've just blocked it. Højbjerg to clear. At 11 shots to 1. Absolute filth as Gerson Sousa tries to skin his man. Gives it in the middle. Doesn't go to him. Morris gets near the ball, and Al Mazouni has picked up on it. They're just allowed to run. We've got no defenders. Number 4 isn't coming across, and they've had the shot straight to Ramsdale. Al Mazouni down the left-hand side. Puts a good ball into Leighton Stewart. And Ramsdale, what were that positioning? We've just gifted him a goal. Let's have a look at this. I don't know what Ramsdale were doing. It looked like he backed off the ball when Stewart went to it. Al Mazouni. It was a good ball in, though. Yeah, it was backing off. And then he just went to his knees. What are you playing at? Slattery with the ball. Gives it to Max Milne. Milne, come on. Good ball. That to Armstrong if he can get on the end of it. And he's put it in. Good assist from Max Milne. Stuart Armstrong with his 2nd of the season. Let's have a look at this ball. Højbjerg throws it into Slattery. Takes a good touch. Gives it to Max Milne. And let's have a look at this for a delicious ball to the back post for Armstrong. Just to tap in. Good time to get the goal as well, just before half-time. They should not have scored, though, in this game. I've got to say, be assertive. I'm not happy. We shouldn't have given a goal away. Substitution here. Nothing happening in this second half. So it marks the return of, Patrick Cutrone and Sam Field. I'll play him a bit. Haven't played him in a while. Last 10 minutes here. I'm going to count it down. Hopefully, they can't score in these last 10. As we go into the 90th minute, we should be getting this win, hopefully. And with one less substitution, we do. 23 shots. We've dominated them like Birmingham dominated us in the last one. But the only difference is we've actually come away with the points we needed. Wolves have got 1.6 million offers for Conor Cody's clause. And Cutrone could get Wolves 3 million as well, paying big clauses here. And we've got a load of Wolves players. We've got Rafa Mir as well. Wonder if there's one in his contract. But as we finish this episode, I'll have a look at the league table again. 4 points off. I think it was that game against Birmingham. We should have got the win because Swansea have a game in hand as well. So it could be 7 at the most. But still, we've closed the gap to when we won near the bottom, like 20th when we took charge. But unfortunately, guys, this is the end of the episode. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. The channel is growing significantly, and I'm really enjoying this. I'm enjoying the series as well, and the iBar, so if you could like both of them, it would be greatly appreciated. And I will see you in the next video in a bit. Peace.